Oh, welcome all. Welcome to another episode, another week. It's preseason starter, boys. So let me introduce my co-host,
Oh,
George Kadaris. Welcome. And I've been told I can't call him James anymore. So, J.A., how are you, champ?
You can call me whatever you want. Sport.
Okay, Tiger, calm down now.
Squirt.
hit you with the champ early on.
I just want.
Them's fighting words where I come from, by the way.
I just want to
fuck
start
him
by
up.
saying new couch. Who dis?
Who this?
New
Your
couch,
studio's almost complete. There's a
Hey.
couple more things I've got to finish up.
There's
but-
levels to this shit, bro.
Looking
And we are
good.
upgrading.
Talking about the studio, if you want to see it, jump on the Spotify.
Yep.
You can
Yes.
watch the video there. If not, YouTube.
You can see my fat head.
Subscribe, ring the bell, give us a like. We're going to get demonetized on Spotify, on YouTube anyway, but don't worry about it. Come look at our videos. We've got some ideas coming
Were we
as
ever,
well.
We're
were
going
we
to
ever
get
monetized?
demonetized.
Yeah.
I don't think we're not monetized.
We're not monetized.
Oh, for
bro.
fuck's sake, James, you run the fucking media.
I don't,
You run the
does
social
it?
media.
Actually, you're the social media guru.
I thought you
believe.
were.
That's
I'm James from HR.
James
From
from
HR.
HR is here.
So what's my role?
You're the muscle.
Oh, okay.
You're security.
I'm fine with
You're
that.
George,
George
you're the
Security.
problem.
You're
Hi,
Dom.
You're the problem.
Yeah, it's
It's
you.
you.
It's me.
you.
Hi,
You're
I'm
the problem, it's
Okay,
you.
cool.
But you know what, baby? It'll be fine because it's a love story. Baby, just say yes, Georgie.
Just say yes, Georgie.
Can we please move on?
George, you know what?
Thank you.
There's only one guy like you, and that's okay. And we have you on our show. That's all we care about. So let's get stuck into it. J.A., what
Thank
are
you,
we,
boys.
what are
I
we
feel
talking
the
about
love.
first here, mate?
Let's
Hit me with the
talk
first
about
topic.
Hassan fucking
Yeah,
Reddick
what's this about?
taking his Eagles bullshit over
Yeah.
to the New York. So,
Yeah.
everyone know Hassan Reddick's been a good edge rusher for the Eagles for the last couple of years. He was a first-round pick by the Cardinals. They tried to play him as an off-ball linebacker. When he finally got to playing the edge, turned into a really good edge rusher.
Agreed.
Was a big part of the Eagles' defense last 4 years, I want to say.
Yeah, it was good.
On a fairly big contract. The Eagles this year decided to go and get Huff from the Jets to play that role because he fell off a little bit last year.
And he was probably a bit cheaper too.
Yep, they traded Reddick over to the Jets, who is still under contract and still on a good clip. It's not a
Yep.
bad contract.
Yep.
He is now holding out of the Jets training camp and is demanding a trade from the Jets. And I was going to say, Joe Douglas, who's the Jets GM, I've never had more respect for someone from the Jets organization. They released a kind of press statement today, basically saying that Hassan Reddick was traded for. He's under contract and he will not be traded.
Yeah.
And if he decides to not come to training and games, he will be fined the adequate amount and he will not be paid for his time at the New York Jets.
The
Good.
goddamn
So either
Jets.
play or fuck off in other
So he's
words.
standing on business.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's not like he's some rookie coming out of his rookie deal that needs his contract. Like he's a 32-year-old fucking edge rusher
Yeah.
that, really, I don't even know why the Jets traded for him in the first place. He's probably closer to being cut than he is to being traded.
Sure.
But I think now if he doesn't want to play, they don't have to cut him. They can just leave him on their roster on the PUP, the non-football injury list, and not he doesn't take up a roster spot because he's holding out, and they can just play on without him.
If he goes on that list, does his contract
Does
go
not
against
get
the
paid.
cap?
Doesn't get paid, and his
Yeah.
contract doesn't kick in.
That's
So
fucking
he'll be under contract next year as well. The Jets
Yeah.
will hold the rights to him until he plays a full season for them.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's
Simple as
incredible.
that.
That's a bizarre turn of events. Why do you think he's asked for the trade?
Because he wants more money, and the Jets have said, we're not
okay.
giving you more money. You
Yeah,
play.
okay.
You're already paid enough to get fucking 4 sacks a year.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah.
Because they thought they were trading for a veteran leader to come in and help their young pass rushers. Because you
Sure.
got that Jermaine Johnson, there's another McDonald, a couple of first-round picks last couple of years that they want to help develop, and that was their plan. We'll bring in a veteran guy like Reddick. He can play as a backup pass rusher, which they play. If you're like the third pass rusher on a team and they've got 2 pass rushers, you play a lot as that
Yeah,
third pass
100% you
rusher.
do. They're
You're gonna
rotating
play
in and out all the time.
You're going to play a shit ton still. So they bring in a veteran leader, and he's turned out to be anything but that. And I think just the more that comes out of this Eagles team the last couple of years, the more I'm surprised how the
Fucking
fuck did these
dumpster
guys make
fire.
a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Now there's reports that Sirianni and Hurts can't meet alone. They have to have someone else at their meetings with them because Hurts hates Sirianni so
Yeah,
much.
I've heard that.
That he's like, I want another coach there with me when we
Yeah.
meet, like the OC or something
yeah,
like
or
that.
the QB coach or something.
Yeah, because he just doesn't like Sirianni to that level.
I've heard that
and they
their
reported
relationship
it,
is
and
really
both of them
rocky.
came out and said, "Oh, well, that's not quite the case." And then Hurts was like, "No,
That's the case.
that's the case, man. I just feel more comfortable with another coach in the
You
room."
know,
That's where they're at.
the Eagles are fucked then.
The NFC East is
That was so.
wild right now. It is anyone's. I
It's the
think.
Wild Wild East.
Yeah, it could be the old like a team could win it at 9-7 sort of
Yeah.
deal, 9-8 now.
The old 8-8
Yeah,
Seahawks.
like it could be a losing division sort of deal.
Yeah.
That's how I don't think any of the teams are in good position. Like, yeah, the Cowboys haven't got a few of their guys to sort out.
Yeah.
But
Well, let's get on to that. The Cowboys concerns about CD Lamb.
well, my question is now: if you're a Cowboys fan, are you getting worried? Everyone knows how I feel about contracts and shit. I don't let them worry me. I'm under the impression that if the Cowboys want CD Lamb on their team, they will have him on their team.
Yeah.
And if they're dumb enough to let him walk, then fuck, they're dumb enough. Like, what's the point of worrying about it?
Devil's advocate. Surely they're not dumb enough to let him walk.
Well, here's the latest speculation.
He's
right?
literally broken every Cowboy record, like in a season record.
Yeah,
Like, why?
I've gone into a bit of an a-hole today, an autistic hole today. Done a bit of research and
Shout out.
and found that there's most of the rumors from beat writers are that the Cowboys want to get Dak's contract sorted out first before they commit to CD Lamb, because they're under the impression that if they haven't got Prescott, what's the point of having Lamb?
Sure.
So
Yeah, what's the
Yeah,
point of
because
paying so much
because
for a
Prescott's the
wide receiver
meat
one?
and CD's are potatoes. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. No, I'll get that.
and then the second stage of that is that they're pretty sure Prescott doesn't want to play for the Cowboys. And that's why CD Lamb, see how he's not upset about it or anything like that. He's just kind of like, whatever. Trade me, don't trade me.
Change his
Play-
Instagram.
Yeah, that was just, there's rumors that he's going to get traded to the Chiefs because Hollywood Brown and
Hollywood
him changed
Brown.
their thing. I don't know how the Chiefs could afford him, but they'd,
Hey,
salary cap's a myth.
salary cap's a myth, man.
Myth, yeah.
But I said if that happens, well played by the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But I just don't understand. Like
He'd have to go there for unders.
I don't think I'm starting to get this real feeling that Prescott's basically saying to the Cowboys, I think there's rumors they've offered him $65 million,
Right.
and he's saying nah,
Fucking hell.
because none of it. You got to remember it's an extension. So
Right.
nothing kicks in until after this year. You get your signing bonus and all that sort of stuff. But I don't imagine Prescott sitting at home worried about money.
No,
So he's probably sitting. I think if I'm putting myself into
he's a
Prescott's
smart guy. He
mind-
would have taken care of his money. Like
Yeah.
he's not going to be poor.
Yeah,
Like,
if I'm putting myself into Prescott's mind, I instantly want to throw an interception. But also, this is only, no, we're only in preseason, so I don't want to throw up an interception yet. I want to be prime fucking Joe Namath.
you want to wait till week 18.
Yeah, no, I want to wait till round one of the playoffs where you're the 2 seed playing the 7.
Yeah.
But no, if I'm Prescott,
very
I'm
good.
saying, you know what? I'll play this whole year. I'm confident I'll play really well because I'm a really good player. I'm going to play well. I'm going to put up good yards, and I'll enter free agency.
Yeah.
Or I'll re-sign with you at the end of the year if that's what I feel like.
His numbers will be good. His numbers will be good this year for sure.
And I think I genuinely think he's playing it with because he copped all the brunt of the Cowboys' loss last year, and it wasn't all his fault. He was a part of it.
He's copped it for the past fucking 4 years.
Yeah, for some
It's
reason
always his fault.
He copped shit the year they didn't
fair.
make the playoffs when he snapped his fucking ankle in half.
Yeah, it's
He
always-
still copped the shit for it.
Drink more milk.
Like his brothers come out and been like, I don't know why he would want to play for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Their fans are fucking assholes.
Yeah.
The organization are pieces of shit that just use you until you're not valuable anymore and then fuck you off quicker than anything.
Yeah, but that's the
That's the
football,
NFL as
that's
whole.
football. Come
But
on.
that's then you hear Jerry Jones' comments. Jerry Jones is to shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Oh, it's not. There's no urgency in the CD Lamb deal. Even if that's the case, Jerry, shut
Why are you
the
saying that?
fuck
Yeah.
up. Because I don't know if you know how millennials and younger kids work these days. They're not like the old dogs that get, coach talking shit about me. I better get back to practice and prove him wrong.
yeah.
They're not built like that anymore.
No, they're all
They don't
sook.
need
Big
to be
sooks.
anymore. They make enough money. They don't have to worry about this shit anymore. CeeDee Lamb knows he's going to get paid by fucking someone.
yeah.
Someone's going to trade for him and pay him, or the Cowboys are going to pay him. He knows that. He's too good. He's not getting out of the league,
You know where
right?
I'd love to see CeeDee Lamb?
Where?
Arizona.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
That would be very fun.
Him
I'm
and-
actually getting to the point now where I'd actually, for his career and Prescott's career for that matter, like, get out of Dallas.
Yeah. You know where else he'd be really good? With Herbert at the Chargers.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. If he went to the Chargers, if he went to the Chiefs, it's over.
Yeah, it's over already. Just give him the fucking cup.
Like if he went to the Chiefs, it is 100% over.
yeah.
But that's just, I said, someone said to me today, someone messaged me today saying, "Are you worried? Are you getting worried about the CeeDee Lamb deal?" I'm like, I don't really worry about that shit because I'm under the firm belief, which I said last week about Parsons. If teams want you on their team, salary cap's not going to be the issue ever. They will make it work.
Yep.
Same with Tyron Smith. Everyone's like, well, why didn't they bring Tyron Smith back? He's only on $15 million. The Cowboys have $35 million in cap. They didn't want him. They wanted to draft a young rookie tackle and develop him and play Trey Smith at left tackle and left guard and start this new youth movement.
Yep.
That's what they wanted to do. If they wanted him there, he'd be there. He's hurt too much. The Jets will find out this year. He's a great player and I love him, but he'll miss 5 or 6 games during the year.
He's getting old, man. There's a lot of wear on those tires.
So
Yeah.
it's simple as that. So they made the decision that, and the tackle they drafted actually played really well in his first preseason. His first play off the ball was a running play. He picked up the Dan and threw him on his back.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, they've made that decision. They want to do that. That wasn't a salary cap move. That was a team culture, team building move. They could have brought him back.
I don't have
So
an
if the
issue with that.
Cowboys want Parsons, Lamb, and Prescott, They will be there. And then what people are forgetting, if Prescott wants to be, he is holding every fucking card right now.
Yeah.
He is a top 5 quarterback, top 10 if you want to say it. Last year was top 5 easily. He's a top 10 quarterback in this league.
He was an MVP candidate.
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
There are going to be 15 teams banging down the door to get him onto their roster next year if he's available. And he will get his $70 million a year. He's not worried about it. So the question, am I worried about it? No, because it's out of everyone's control.
So many teams without a quarterback would have him. Like the Raiders would have him in a heartbeat.
I would almost be proud of Prescott this year if he played the year out and went, you know what, I don't really like the Cowboys. I don't like their culture because I've made it very clear what I feel about the Cowboys culture as a whole.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of these fans that actually understands like how shit it is. You've got an old dude fucking calling people out and like, shut the fuck up, Jerry.
Jerry Jones needs to shut the fuck up.
They've got a terrible culture and a losing culture.
Let me paint a picture for you.
Yeah, paint it.
Paint it.
Paint it like one of the French girls.
Wow.
Paint me your word picture, George.
What's the probability that neither of those three are on the Cowboys next year?
0. You're not going to for the team building, like team franchise. You're going to have one of them at minimum. Like,
So who do they-
let's
let's
Parsons
assume that-
under contract next year, so he'll definitely.
Let's
be there.
assume you're right.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Prescott goes.
Yep.
Does CD go?
yep. They don't keep Cedric. If you don't have Prescott, there's no point keeping Cedric. Well, I guess it's the Jefferson thing. Kirk Cousins left, the white Dak Prescott, and then Jefferson. They paid him a lot of money to keep him, but there was rumors that he didn't really want to be there.
Yeah, but you also got a good fucking OC and good fucking head coach there.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, you lose Cousins, but you don't have to deal with fucking McCaffrey.
If I was Lamb,
McCarthy as well.
I'd just be playing this year under my contract, not signing a new one. Again, your extension doesn't kick in until after next year anyway. Play this year out, dominate again with Prescott, and then hit free agency and go see what happens with McCarthy, see what happens with the team. If they're a fucking 14-3 team and win a couple of playoff games, then the two of them might be like, you know what? I can see the culture turning. Let's stick around here and play. Like if Parsons becomes the guy who we think he can become, which is defensive MVP, dominant pass rusher, 20 sack a season sort of dude, and the defense becomes really good and you start competing for Super Bowls, maybe they go, all right, let's say and ride this out. But if the team flops and they fire McCarthy, then you can go, let's see who their new head coach is.
It's a fucking dumpster fire.
Let's wait and see what happens. Like they've got all the power, but I think CeeDee Lamb's doing the wrong thing. I just think he should be playing.
Yeah, personally, I like the players having the power over the teams. I like.
Well, you got to remember they don't always have the power because like there are times when they don't. Like if they start playing, they've got the power right now because they're good.
Yeah.
If Prescott has a terrible year this year, then he fucked up. He should have signed the $60 million deal.
Yeah, but you got to have that mentality that I'm going to bet on myself.
This would be the second time that Dak Prescott has backed him in, and it's paid off for him.
Yeah.
So the first time it paid off for him big time after he broke his ankle, he didn't sign the deal.
Yeah.
Got to the end of that year, had a great year, and got all the money.
40 million. Yeah.
Got all the money, and then this year, and that was the highest paid guy at that time. So if he does it again this year and then gets his $70 million halfway through the year, hey, back yourself in. That's what I reckon. Because you know what, free agents, some idiots like the Jets will pay $50 million for you no matter what.
Yeah. Like I said, the Raiders will have you.
He could be the worst player in the league next year, and he'd still get a game.
Yeah. Saints would have him. There's so many teams that would have him.
100%.
So many teams.
I want to talk about Brock Bowers as well.
Yeah.
Just watching the Raiders preseason game, he only played about 11 snaps. He played. I said, I don't know if he's going to be good this year, but he's going to be dynamic. He played genuine Y, which is the genuine tight end position, H-back, and slot receiver in 11 plays. He played like 4 of each, or 4 of 2 and 3 of the other.
Yeah, right.
And had 3 catches on 1 drive.
Well, it's not surprising. He was really highly rated in the draft. Like a lot of people had him as like one of the best offensive players.
Just something I noticed. I was like, this dude might. They played a lot of 2 tight ends with that Meyer. I've forgotten his first name. Mayer.
Michael
Mayer. Yeah. Who said looked okay. I think they're going to play a lot of 2 tight end sets. They're going to run the ball.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be interesting. But the only issue you got there is the quarterbacks.
Who's the guy throwing it is the issue.
Yeah, it's atrocious. But I thought that was something that really caught my eye in the preseason week 1. Was we'll talk about the quarterbacks in a bit, but the non-quarterback players that really caught my eye was the way Brock Bowers was used. I just think he's and he looked the best part of it was he looked extremely comfortable in all of the positions. He didn't look out of place. He blocked well from tight end. He ran routes well from slot. He got open from H-back.
You said it in our draft preview. The guy's a football player. Like it's as simple as that. The guy's a football player.
He dog.
He can play.
Got that dog about him.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Talk about someone that can't play fucking football anymore.
Talking big dog.
And he's fallen off an absolute cliff since he got TikTok famous.
Yes.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
This fall off needs to be studied like we study the fucking ancient Mayans or some shit.
I saw a better one today. So, and it falls in with Juju Smith-Schuster, right?
Yeah.
Hippie.
So when Juju Smith-Schuster at 24 years old, which was 4 seasons ago. So just so everyone knows, Juju Smith-Schuster just got cut from the Patriots. Maybe the worst offensive positional group in the league. Not maybe, it is the worst positional group in the league. They are desperately trying to trade for Brandon Ayuk right now because of how bad they are. They cut Juju Smith-Schuster. 4 seasons ago, he had 1,500 yards and 120 receptions and 8 touchdowns.
Dominated, basically.
At the Steelers, and everyone was like, this is their next big receiver. This is their next guy.
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
His second
He was
season.
22, was he?
Yeah, his second season, 2018. He had 111 receptions, 166 targets, 1,426 yards, 7 touchdowns.
So what I was
That's a good season.
So it's wild, but was there something in the waters at Pittsburgh? Because you've got him, Le'Veon Bell,
Bill. AB.
AB,
AB was tearing it up then too.
Martavius Bryant, the receiver that went for like 4,000 yard seasons in a row, then went somewhere else and never was good again.
Santonio Holmes was only good in
Holmes. I think he had one. No, he had one good year. No, he wasn't at Arizona. They lost. He beat Arizona in that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like
he caught the touchdown.
But even if you look at the 3 guys that were on that team together, all in that year, Le'Veon Bell, AB, and Juju Smith-Schuster, if you'd said 6 years later, 2 of them are out of the league and one of them just got cut from the worst offensive roster in the league.
Well, what does that tell you? He's basically out of the league. He's got 1 foot out of the league.
I think he'll get a gig. Someone will pick him up. Like I said, I also don't get it. Like he's not that bad. He wasn't that bad last year.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Is it an attitude thing? Is it what was his stats last year?
260 yards.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
29 receptions, 260 yards. The year before that was KC.
Yeah.
78 receptions, 933 yards.
Yeah, that's decent.
It's okay.
That's his second highest
ever.
ever for yards.
That's fucked.
Also,
I remember people were talking about him in Pittsburgh because he was like the next AB. He was like young. He was like, this is the next guy at Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh had this knack of just drafting superstar receivers.
yeah.
I don't know what it is. Is it injuries? Is he a distraction? I know he's all TikTok shit he does. He dances before the games and that. I don't think it's that big a distraction.
He's been doing that shit. He's not
That's what I mean. So
doing it
is he a bit of a dickhead? Because I've seen a lot of interviews with him and he seems fine. Like he seems like not a bad person.
He seems
at all.
like a normal guy. Just a normal guy. Maybe he's just really just fallen off.
Yeah.
Maybe that's all it is.
Which is
they've
bizarre.
obviously seen him in camp and just gone, nah, this guy don't have it anymore. That's it.
And we're young. We've got young quarterbacks. Let's just
You know
ride
what?
with the young
You know what I
dudes.
think it is.
Go on.
If you look at his 2018 year, AB still Ben Roethlisberger, so a good quarterback, a good number 1 receiver,
Right, yeah.
and they had a good running game still as well in 2018. Kansas City Chiefs, he's not a fucking number 1 target,
Yeah.
so he's not getting fucking double teamed every play and the safety sitting over the top of him. You're Patrick Mahomes throwing you the fucking ball off his back foot.
So you're gonna get looks.
So you're going to get fucking looks and you're going to get the deep balls. Like, I think it's just quarterback based. If he has a good quarterback and he actually
That's fair.
has someone else take in.
Max struggled last year. He did struggle.
2019, I reckon that was the year after they got rid of fucking AB. So he was the number 1 guy and he fucking put up 552 yards.
Was Kenny Pickett there then?
No,
I don't
not
reckon he would've been
2019.
there.
No, I think it might have been the ghost of.
It was still
Ben
AB. It was still Benny
Ben.
Ben.
I think it was-
Yeah,
yeah,
the ghost of Ben. The ghost of Ben with his dick in his pants, hopefully. Pause.
That was like 30 years ago.
Yeah, I know, bro. Relax.
People don't forget Dr. Disrespect. Okay? You know what I saw today? I saw this guy being like, oh, you're a famous Instagram hoe because you're hot and you're blonde and you're famous now. Let me ask you, over 10 years ago, did you use the M-word in a tweet ever? Cancelled.
Yeah. Nice.
That's just it now. Delete your Twitters. That's
Delete
all
your
I can
fucking
say.
Twitter. Let's delete our Twitter then. All right, so let's talk about...
Good segue into prima donna receivers.
Yeah, Brandon Ayuk has just been difficult now.
So I've heard he's had 3 different offers.
Yeah.
The Browns offered Amari Cooper and a first-round pick,
Wow.
which I was shocked with. And the Niners were like, yeah, we're in. Imagine Amari Cooper in the 49ers offense.
He'd be so good.
The disrespect for Amari Cooper is fucking
Yeah, he's
wild.
he's a good player, man.
So Ayuk has a no trade clause, does he?
No,
Why
that's-
the fuck did they not take that?
I'm not sure. I think he's just maybe they're just trying to do the right thing by him. And a contract on the table, an extension that with the numbers he wants, and he said no.
What?
Pittsburgh the same, and a contract said no.
I'll give you the
And
Dave
the
Chappelle
Patriots.
quote. Why? Because fuck them. That's why. If
No.
someone wants out of your team, you trade them away for fuck them.
No, you
Send them to fucking
do you know what I
Germany.
think? Do you know what I think? I think he wants
in
to
1940s.
I think he'd be done.
Oh, shit.
Because you know what? He ain't blonde with blue eyes. That motherfucker.
Name like Ayuk.
He's a lot of things, but two of them are not blonde with blue eyes.
He's black.
Yeah, he would not fit in.
He got that dark skin.
Yeah, he would.
That's us cancelled, boys.
He ain't got no light skin.
He would not
dark.
fit in at the 1944 Olympics.
No, he would not.
Which actually, if you ever want to see something funny, go and watch the YouTube video on the 1944 Olympics in Germany.
Yeah, in Berlin.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
I heard the track and field 100-meter sprint still racing.
Oh man, wild! Imagine going as a non-white blonde person to that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Jesse Owens won the gold medal then.
Yeah, that he was one of the people they talked to. It was like, yeah, it was you didn't stop running after you won the race. Leave it as that. You kept running out of the stadium. No, so yeah, I just think I don't think my theory on Brandon Ayuk. I obviously don't have any inside intel. I don't chat with Brandon very often anymore. Yeah, he cut me off when I said he was a high level tier 2 receiver. He's blocked me on Insta.
Tough talk from a low level GB player, but anyway.
Facts, bro.
Hey,
Represent Australia.
True.
At the international.
I wouldn't call it representing.
Doesn't have coat of arms.
You pay your $1, you walk in,
Yeah,
you do what you do. You get bashed up by a couple of Samoans and off you go. It was horrendous.
Just another Saturday night.
Pretty much. It's a Saturday night at Zuba. No, I don't think Brandon Ayuk wants to leave.
Yeah, okay.
I think this is the old Stanley from The Office where he's like, Utica's offered me more money, all this. He's like, if you want to go to Utica, go. He's like, he called my bluff.
Yeah.
I don't think Brandon Ayuk wants to go.
I didn't think he was that smart.
No. I think he's like, Shanahan's been like, all right, we'll fucking trade you, man.
Yeah.
That's like, Pittsburgh wouldn't be a horrible place to go right now.
It's cold.
I'd go to Cleveland.
San Fran, the warmer.
It's all
Patriots, I wouldn't go to the Patriots.
No, I'd go to Cleveland. I'd go.
Cleveland, I would have gone, yeah. Where dreams go to die.
Are you sure? Like,
So apparently he wants to go
Watson
to
might not keep it in his pants around you.
Think about it. Think about it. Right? Cleveland's still got a good defense.
Yeah.
Right? They're going to be competitive in that division. And
Good O-line, run the ball well. Watson's okay.
And if Watson's good, they like if Watson is Houston Texans good, they could win the AFC.
Yes, I agree. That's a big if.
Yeah, but it's still. But
And
it's
have we ever told you?
But it's a possibility.
Have I ever told you a story about King Leonidas?
It's a possibility.
It is. It's definitely a possibility.
Watson's healthy. There's nothing wrong with him physically. It's all between the ears.
And between the legs up
Yeah.
there. From several masseuses.
It's not between his legs. That's the issue.
Massage? Is that how you say
Massage.
How do you say lots of masseuse? Masseuses?
Are you having a stroke right now?
I'm going to go with massage.
Massages.
Massages.
It's a possibility.
It is, yeah, I agree. But also, that's where dreams go to die.
See,
and then if you traded there and they trade Amari Cooper, you're then the number one. And I don't think he can play. I think he wants to be on a contender. Spoiler alert, Brandon, you're fucking on one.
Yeah, you're on one. Yeah.
I said, I'll give him the same advice I've given to CD Lamb. Stay there, play a year, and then pick whatever fucking team you want to go to in free agency.
Yeah, but he wants to stay.
Yeah, so maybe, and then what I also said, maybe when the year ends up and Trent Williams retires and they get $25 million back from that, maybe there's money for you then.
Yeah.
Maybe then they can give you what you need. Just play, have another great year and make them be like, we got to keep you now.
Yeah.
I don't get this whole...
Because clearly San Fran have the opinion that he's expendable at the moment.
Yeah.
Clearly.
No,
right.
I think San Fran have the opinion of, if you're not going to play, we need to get something for you.
Yeah.
And Amari Cooper in a first-round pick would be fucking nice.
I'd take that in a heartbeat.
I would almost argue that Amari Cooper would be just as good, if not better, for them.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper's elite.
He runs such good routes. He can play any receiver position. He can play slot, outside, anywhere you want him to play. He can play Z, X, and slot.
And you know Shanahan's going to get him the ball.
Yeah,
Like,
I think he's a great. He's a rhythm guy. Brock Purdy's a rhythm quarterback. He throws in rhythm on routes. He'll
do his little slants and little ends, and Purdy will get him the
Amari
ball.
Cooper's the real sort of like Will Smith when his dad doesn't come back in the Fresh Prince, and he's like, why does nobody want me, man? Why does everyone keep trading me away?
I can't believe the Cowboys traded him for a bag of fucking chips to keep Michael Gallup, who, spoiler alert's fucking retired now. Yeah. Well played, C-boys. I'm really off the Cowboys right now.
That was bizarre. That was a bizarre
Seize
trade.
up.
Even back then,
That's what I mean. Like, it's just weird. Like, everyone fucking the Raiders traded him after his third season in the league, and he had 3,000-yard seasons.
Yeah. But
they're like, peace out.
They had no cash flow to pay him. They knew they were going to have to pay him.
Yeah, they also traded Khalil Mack in his prime.
Yeah.
Let that sink in. That the Raiders traded Khalil Mack.
That's the one time Bears have won a fucking trade.
Yeah. What was the worst trade ever? Was Khalil Mack worse than the Texans trading Hopkins for a second round pick?
I still reckon the worst trade is Cleveland trading for Watson.
Only because of the contract.
Yeah.
That's part of it. Yeah, that's what everyone does now. They trade
Because they still got to
with
pay
the
him. Like, yeah, it's part of it.
It's wild.
No. I got one better.
Oh,
The Washington Redskins trading for the number 1 pick or number 2 pick just to get RG3.
And then blow his knee out.
No. Then pick a quarterback in the 4th round, and your 4th round quarterback is better than your 1st round quarterback.
That's
he's
cap.
not better.
That's
He's
cap.
not cap.
Kirk Cousins was never better than Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson.
Then RG3.
Than RJ3. The
will
taller Russell Wilson.
I will fucking die on this hill.
No.
Do you
RG3 's
do you remember the RJ3? Like RJ3's
Yes.
rookie year was fucking
It was electric. Yes, it was electric.
Like he
Kirk
was
Cou-
going to be everything, and then he got his knee shredded in that playoff game when he wasn't ready to play.
Yeah.
Don't play on FedEx
Should never
Field.
have played.
Yeah.
FedEx Field, just take lives.
Facts. But saying Kirk Cousins, if we just look at the trajectory of their careers, the only reason Kirk Cousins has a career is because what happened to RJ3.
Nah. I like Kirk Cousins. I reckon he was always going to be a star. Didn't
he's
matter
not
where he
even
went.
A star.
Kirk Cousins?
He's not a star.
Do you love Kirk Cousins that much? Are you a big Kirk Cousins
I'm
guy?
a massive Kirk Cousins fan.
Put him on the board.
Put him on the board.
Put him on the board. Brock's love list. Oh, he's
Like-
done it. Good catching, bro.
He's stars.
I'm a running back.
Like he's probably like a top 15 quarterback, but that's about it.
Like, he's a poor man's white Dak Prescott.
Yeah, like
Which
stars are stretch.
Stars a stretch.
Stars are stretch.
Yeah.
Like
put Joe Burrow on my list?
you put him on there.
no, you put him on there, man. Like let me paint another picture. RG3 doesn't shred his knee. Like, dude, he's Lamar Jackson before.
He was the
Lamar Jackson.
first like runner that could throw.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was Lamar before Lamar.
It was like him and Cam Newton entered the league, and it was like, oh, this is a new era.
yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I that was a bit, yeah. Let us know what you think. Actually, I've been interested. Let's put a vote up because remember when you guys said you prefer Kirk Cousins than Dak Prescott, and yeah, that backfired. Let's see if who thinks that Kirk Cousins was better than RJ3.
That was Derek Carr.
Derek Carr, yeah.
That was Derek Carr.
Well, the problem is that problem with that question is that it's a very small sample space of
I'm
what RG3
super confident in the small sample space. In his small sample space, he did things that Kirk Cousins couldn't even dream about.
Yeah, that's fair.
Never forget, Kirk Cousins couldn't even do his baby reveal throw properly. He missed the box.
Yeah, that's right.
And he loves Jeebus way too much.
He saw cover 2 and like he just didn't run in
No,
between.
I think he thought it was a primetime game. He was like, damn it. Someone should have told him it was Thursday night against the Jags.
Not Monday night.
No,
Monday
but
night
I
lights
think
are killing me.
Brandon Ayuk, shut the fuck up. Either play for the 49ers or accept a trade. Just get this. I'm done with this now. I've had enough of it.
That's fair. It's dragged on
That's
way
fair.
too long.
That's fair.
Hard Knocks. What do we think?
Yeah, so JA set us homework last night.
Yeah, he
to
definitely
watch.
did.
I didn't appreciate it because fuck you, James.
Yeah, I'm too.
I said
old
you didn't
on it
have
now.
to watch it. I just said let's talk about it. Maybe watch it if you.
Oh, actually, I'm happy I watched it because the Bears head coach's daughters.
Hey.
Low-key smokes.
What do you mean low key? They're high key smoke shows, bro.
I was keeping it low key.
What is the difference between low key and high key? Is
As in, like, low
key is
key-
like they're hiding under the
kinda-
radar.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like no.
Low
Didn't
key,
everyone
high keys
know.
are like they're
High
like,
keys, like,
they're
it's-
like Cody punching you in the face with their attitude.
It's
sort of.
overt. It's right in front of you, man.
Yeah, it's like Cody's alcoholism. So you know about it.
Shout out.
Fuck Jesus. Yeah, so I need to take something back. I said in our chat that in the first 5 minutes I hated Matt Eberflus.
Nah, he's good.
He won me back over
Nah, he's
almost
good.
immediately. Just at the start when he was at his Hampton party or whatever.
Yeah,
and he had that the outfit he had on. It's like, dude, you're a 50-year-old man.
You don't like the
dressed like a 50-year-old.
the cream pants
It
and the
was
white knitted shirt.
Horrendous. Dress,
But also-
yo age.
Hang on. You dress like that when Sophie dresses you.
I'm 35
Sophie
and I wear a shirt, not a knitted t-shirt.
further proof.
You want
though,
one though, don't you?
Not at all.
I'll buy you one. Don't worry.
If I could pull it off, I'd wear it, but I
don't-
can't. I can't pull it off, just like Matt Eberflus couldn't. Because then another dude rocked up to the party wearing the same outfit, and they put them together, and I was like
look
Leo
good.
sitting on the couch, like, that's why I don't wear it. That's why I don't wear it.
That's the one.
That's
it
why.
is.
Look how good he looks because he's
Here we go, here we
25,
go.
25, full head of hair, chiseled jaw,
And, like,
looks great.
good physique,
You
yeah.
don't look good. You look like a shriveled up little fucking pumpkin.
I'd try one. I just don't think they make him in my size.
And
That's
I
the
also
problem.
learnt from Hard Knocks in that first 5 minutes is where all the plastic in America goes. Matt Eberflus' wife's
Nah,
face.
it's all the Botox is in her forehead.
Fuck me sideways. Dahl.
That's good.
chill out on the needles.
Yeah, chill out.
Like,
You need to chill out.
Just a little bit of filler, man.
Just a little bit of filler. Spoiler alert: you put filler on top of filler on top of filler on filler. Balloon.
Yeah.
Okay.
It fully looked like her forehead was just like spackled over.
It was. Yeah. It looked like a bad. It looked
bro.
like a fucking bad. It looked like a
Plaster
volume
job.
building plastering job. That's what it looked like.
Shout out to the volume.
Horrendous.
But I will say one thing about Matty Eberflus.
Yeah.
That he is further proof that every man looks better with a beard.
Yep.
We discussed this.
Boom.
Yep.
And I've
Much
got
better with a
another
beard.
one. Just while we're
Shout out to the beard boys.
going off topic on it as well.
Ooh.
Danny Dimes looked
Oh.
like a fucking dime with a beard.
He looks like a
Before you
quarterback.
sent me that, I'd seen that, like, not
Yeah.
that, I'd seen his interview, and I was like, who's Kay Adams interviewing?
Yeah.
That dude's a
First of
fucking
all-
is that Jimmy G? Dude's
Hey.
a smoke show.
Kay Adams a snack. as well.
Oh, not my type.
She a cutie. She's a little
Should be
cutie.
little. Bit
Yeah,
little.
but I like that.
I know you do. With the different strokes for different blokes.
I know. That's why there's menus at a restaurant. It's fine, bro. Like, I get it. Like, it's
What sort of restaurants are you going to? One's on King Street?
I'll have that one. I'll have that one,
You
please.
need to slow down, George.
You're being too loud now. You're being way too loud now.
I've actually
George.
done the least talking tonight. Anyway.
But
It's
yeah,
just-
Danny Dimes, I was blown away with
I
how
was
hot
unfamiliar.
he was.
I was unfamiliar with his work.
Like, I was like, dude, Danny Dimes is...
And
he's got Kay Adams dribbling on
Yeah.
her words.
And he got that nerd riz
Get 'em.
too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like that.
Because I
real
guarantee
nerd
you,
riz.
she walked in
Get
thinking,
'em
I'm going to
mob.
see the beardless Danny Dimes who looks like a fucking 40-year-old virgin.
Yeah.
And then Adonis walked in
Yeah.
and it's just like...
And look, you got to remember that, like,
He's 6'5",
he's a big
well-built
dude.
dude.
Like, he's big, broad-shouldered
And
dude, like-
you got to remember, all these NFL dudes, when they come into camp, it's the best physical form they're ever going to be in because they've all got rules they got to come
Yeah.
in at because
Yeah.
they get bonuses if they come in on a certain
yes,
weight,
yes.
lift
Like
certain
skin
skin folds, all that
folds
sort
or
of
whatever.
shit.
Yeah.
So these dudes come in. It's summer over there. They're in the sun working out.
They'll be working out all
This
summer.
is the best they're going to
basically,
look. This is
Tan,
so
beard.
zesty where we're at. But Daniel
No,
Jones,
shout out. I'm in.
Danny, I don't
Again.
care how bad you are at football. You are a fucking babe.
More proof that every man looks better with a beard.
100%.
Fellas, grow a beard.
Go if you can.
The fact that he's looking to
Hey,
get rid of
free
it.
game. Can I give some free
you.
game? Free game for the fellas? Free game for the fellas?
Free game.
Free game. Free game for all the fellas. Grow a beard. Join a gym. Please. Thank you. Let's carry on.
George, ladies and gentlemen. Hey,
Our-
that was a positive George, ladies and
Our
gentlemen.
muscle.
Yeah. What?
He called himself the muscle.
He's our security.
Oh,
he's,
security.
He's our dom of the Eagles.
Why
he's the
you?
head of security.
Why you got the inverted commas?
Yeah,
in the
he
muscle,
look,
bro?
oh yeah. Why? The fuck, Brock? He is
Yeah,
our
here we
muscle.
go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hard Knocks. What do we think of Caleb?
He's very zesty.
I kind of liked him.
He's a
Yeah,
zesty.
I don't like
hated
how they
how much
edited
I
it.
liked him.
I can't get over the painted
Yeah,
nails.
I don't know if they cut him real well. I don't know what they did.
Oh,
but
they
fuck,
will-
he
they
was
would've.
extremely
They've
likable.
cherry picked every single good
And
bit.
in fairness to him, looks very talented.
No, that's how they cut him to like throw some mistakes in there so he looks like a fucking
James.
normal person.
James, the guy got drafted #1 overall.
I know
He
he's
can
just-
play.
You gotta remember, I'm not a college guy. This
He
is
can
obviously
play.
this is the first time I'm seeing some of these dudes.
He struggled at USC because USC is shit.
Yeah,
like if he was at a good school, he would have been
He
good.
was very. I liked it. I was amazed that I liked him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And DJ Moore got his deal. So
Yeah, that was cool seeing him sign
that's
that.
cool. They've got pieces. They can be decent.
I think Chicago
year.
could be good. Yeah, I think they will. I don't know if it's the Hard Knocks bringing me. The thing with
The Hard Knocks
is-
hype. Don't
is-
buy
is-
into it.
Can I just, as Hard Knocks as a whole, because this is what happens to me in Hard Knocks. I watched the first 3 episodes. I haven't finished a Hard Knocks for the past 5 Hard Knocks.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Like, I get
No,
to the
I-
third episode.
you did say
and I-
before you have trouble finishing, so
Yeah, I did, boy.
you
It's
boy.
called stamina.
Stamina.
I don't have trouble at all. Actually, it's the opposite. I have lack of trouble.
This show's going off the road.
I
No,
love it.
Hey,
You
get
should-
back on.
You should have been here when you were here. Was
know,
fucking
I
off the
heard it.
rails. From the
Is
Yeah, get
Hard
back on it.
Knocks just becoming old?
Yes.
As in like the
It's
formula.
the same formula.
Yeah, but I mean it is.
No,
yeah.
it's
Rookie
it's,
dudes.
It's the training camp. Hard Knocks is becoming stale.
I feel they don't show. I watch training camp stuff on YouTube, like of them actually training.
But that's
And
what I
it's
mean.
so fucking good.
Yes, that's what I mean. It's
Watching
the
them
Hard
tra-
Knocks training camp.
But they
is
don't show
stale.
enough of it.
I want them.
on
I want
the
them to
actual
show them train. I said I say this all the time, but I'll never forget the Jets Hard Knocks when Nick Mangold and the fucking big nose tackle
Yes,
from the Jets.
yes.
They had a goal line session, and it was just focusing on the nose tackle in the center.
Yeah.
Chris Jenkins.
That's right.
Just brawling.
And it was literally
brawling.
and it was literally like King Kong, Godzilla, they're like,
and then like Nick Haynes, Mangold would beat him and they'd score a touchdown and he'd be fucking joining him. Then Chris Jenkins just blow him up on the next one and they'd be scrapping. And it was also, they had one where like they were showing the hitting drills, and remember Jermaine Gresham went early on Geno Atkins for the Bengals and beat him, and then he wouldn't go again. And he false started, but he's like, nah. And the coach was like, nah, he was on he went a second early, and Geno Atkins was losing it, being like, go again, go again.
That was prime Geno Atkins,
and he wouldn't go again. He's like, no, I already beat you, man. I don't have to go twice.
So, James, this is usually though.
Yeah.
Who makes Hard Knocks? Do you know?
HBO.
So why the fuck are they going to show training camp of people actually training when it's all about the fucking storylines?
I guess
that's
I'm
right.
just
You're a football-
I
you're
don't
a football
watch
nerd.
football for the storyline.
You're a football nerd. You want to see the football.
You want to see drills and you want to see people hitting.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not
why I've just
Hard
watched the
Knocks
YouTube of some guy on the sideline filming the one-on-ones at the Cowboys training camp. I'm like, this is great.
That's not Hard Knocks.
Nah,
Hard
it's a
Knocks
storyline,
is
it's a narrative.
storylines, and you get bought into a fucking rookie quarterback. Is he going to make the team? Is the fucking 28-year-old quarterback going to make the team when he's 16?
Like Brett Ripien. No offense to you, man. I'm sure you're an amazing player. Like, you're in the NFL. But you making or not making the Chicago Bears is of no bearing on how the Chicago Bears will go this season.
Because you're not going to play.
If you have to play for the Chicago
It's a
Bears this
fucking disaster,
year, something has gone horribly wrong. Either injuries or Caleb Williams is that bad.
Yeah.
Nah, they'll have that Tyson Biggett as well. He'll be the backup.
Badger,
Badger,
His dad's like the world arm wrestling champion
Yes.
or something.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, man. So where's that storyline? That'd be better than the ones they showed.
True.
But I don't know. I think I'm getting tired of it. I'll keep watching. I'm focused to finish this one because we'll talk about each episode every week. So
New
I will
episode.
finish this one.
New
like I didn't
episode's
even
out
finish
now.
the Cowboys one when it was out a few years ago.
Yeah,
No,
right.
I did. I finish them, but it's like the same thing every time. Like I don't care about it.
I
Like,
couldn't even
I'll
watch the
buy it-
Cowboys full season one that was on Prime.
Oh,
I watched 2 episodes of it,
okay.
and I was like, nah, can't fucking handle these guys. Can't handle it.
So I didn't watch the in season of Miami last year, but I saw a lot of the clips on Instagram and TikTok and shit. But like, I'm interested to see how they're going to do the AFC North this year.
That'll be cool. The whole
Civic-
division.
Yeah,
There's
the
lots
division
of
will be cool.
variation.
The divisions, that'll be something different.
But
It's
that's the
something
thing.
different.
I already watched the fucking Ravens Wired every week, and it's the
Yeah.
same fucking thing.
I think this is the problem I have with the Hard Knocks one. It comes out like the in-season one literally comes out when the season's over. So,
No, it comes out week by week. It's like 2 weeks behind.
but yeah, sorry, it's already happened. I mean,
Yes.
so I watched the football so intently and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
into it so much that I'm not gaining and much out of it.
That's what I mean. I'm going to watch
It's
I'm
for
gonna-
the casuals.
I'm going to
Yeah.
watch the AFC North this year, but I'm already going to see 3/4 of what happened on the Ravens Wired.
Yeah.
The 2 days after the fucking.
Yeah, that was probably the Cowboys one. The in-season one for me was I'd literally lived through it
It's already-
vividly.
it's
So I
already
was
your
like,
team,
I
so
don't
you
need to
watch it.
see this shit.
But that's okay. At least they're making something to draw more people in.
Oh,
to
the
watch.
content's
Yeah.
phenomenal. The NFL content as a whole is it's fucking top
Like, you
notch.
can't-
The
you
shit
can't
they
hate
do.
on that.
But
You can't hate on it.
the issue is they're going to bang their heads against the wall and keep making it because they've seen how successful Drive to Survive is on Netflix.
Yep.
And that's a whole year after it fucking happens.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like 4 weeks before the new season starts.
Oh, I'm sure
All
the
these
NFL
races
ones
are
are still.
already done.
I'm sure Hard Knocks still rates incredibly well.
Yeah.
If it didn't, they wouldn't make them.
Exactly. Like it's just coming not for me. But we'll recap it. So next week we'll do episode 2.
Yeah, cool.
Which will be fun. What we wanted to finish up on today was
I've got a question list before.
question from the crowd.
So I posted out a story today, and we've got 2 actually. I just want George, you want to read this first question out, mate?
Okay, here we go.
Sorry, George. Can you read?
Can you read out loud, George?
This is from a friend of the show and friend of the Rangers, Lockie Kemp.
Oh, big loco.
Thoughts on the rookie quarterback performances? Question mark. And George, apparently I'm looking tiny compared to Jay.
Hey,
No, you said it.
hey,
You said it.
ball don't lie.
Ball never lie.
Thoughts on the rookies? What did you
Well,
say?
that's what we're going into right now.
yeah.
That's a great segue, Brock.
Also, I got another one for you, Jay.
Thank you, Kempy.
Okay.
We love you,
This
Kempy.
is
Come on
from-
back.
Oh, I love you,
This is from Scalzi Regan.
Regan.
Long-time listener, fucking
Massive
legend.
fan.
Great to hear from you, Regs.
Shout out.
Should the Finns feed A-Chain more this season or ride the wave of success that Mostert has been?
Yeah,
I
Raheem's-
think A-Chain will be the man. I think A-Chain will be the man.
Feed him?
Yeah. I think the days of feeding a running back fully are over.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
got to be
100%.
Because the Dolphins rookie that played this week, I forgot his name. He looked really good in the preseason game, and he's fast as fuck. He's going to be their third running back.
Yep.
I think they'll just use them all in where they're strength. Like Mostert's a really, believe it or not, Mostert's a really good inside the tackle runner. He reads well, and a lot of his big runs come from inside runs that he cuts out.
Yeah.
Whereas A-Chain's great on jets. He's great on getting to the edge of the stretch runs. He's great at receiving the ball out of the backfield. I think they'll just use them both in the roles they will. I don't think they'll lean on anyone. I truly think the days of leaning on running backs are pretty over.
And that's smart. That's smart play calling, using the strength of your players to for the betterment of the team.
I'm nervous about the Ravens this year because I somewhat forgot we had Derrick Henry.
I've forgotten. Every time I see him, I'm like, oh yeah.
How could you forget that was a massive signing?
I know it was a massive signing, but it happened so early on.
That's your team concern. That's like when you get worried. Like I'm worried CeeDee Lamb's going to have a shit year this year if they give him $45 million. That's because they're my team. So you've got that intrinsic worry. I think that Derrick Henry is going to be fucking dynamite.
I know he'll be dynamite.
But
we haven't had a true RB1 for the past since Ray Rice was smacking bitches in that.
I don't think Derrick Henry will. I don't think he'll take it, like he won't be he'll get probably 70% of the carries. I think what you're going to find this year is Lamar's going to get the ball more.
That's a lot more
because they're going to go to that read option.
70% is a lot more than what we've had.
Teams are going to have a really tough option of going, well, if we crash down, we have to crash down to stop Derrick Henry, because if we let him get a run up, well, we're all in fucking coffins.
We're going to be hanging off him.
And if they cut down on him too hard and Lamar keeps it, good fucking luck if he's in the open field.
Yep.
Because now he's smarter and can get down when he needs to. He doesn't take hits, but he still is electric.
Yes.
He just
100%.
hasn't had the team around. He hasn't had the running back threat around him
not
to be
not since JK did his fucking knee.
100%. So I think I said I'm the opposite. I think Derrick Henry's going to fucking be lights out this year. I'm really high on him.
Hopefully Keaton Mitchell comes back as well.
And then Mitchell's going to be their speed receiver guy.
Oh, fuck.
Plus they can play two tight ends because they've got Mark Andrews likely and that Kohler that you like.
Yeah.
They've got three tight ends that can play it. I like their receiving group as deep threats. They can get over the top. Bateman will have a good year.
Bateman will have a big year.
I'm not just saying it, but Ravens are going to be fucking good this year.
Ravens, the hardest thing Ravens are going to have is their division.
The only thing that's going to fuck me is fucking Aguilar. Can't catch a cold.
Old Aguilar.
He can't catch a fucking cold.
It's like God sews his hands back to front. That's what he looks like. Like he thinks his left hand's his right hand.
Yes.
Just fucking fuck.
He has no thumbs in the middle.
Well, like,
He has no thumbs in the middle. He's all pinkies.
Yeah,
He'll probably just get
the
cut.
fact that dude can't fucking catch and he's going to his 7th year in the NFL shows how fucking athletic and how good he is at playing receiver. It's like this dude can't catch, but he's probably catch 2 or 3.
He's
worth
a
having.
big fast man. Like, that's fine. Like,
no, to answer your question, Scalzi, Rigo. I think A-Chain will be heavily involved, but I think Mostert will be. I think it'll be a 1-2 punch for them.
Perfect. Let's go on to Kempy's question.
Shout out
Rookie
Kempy.
quarterbacks. Who looked the best to you, JA? Because, fun fact, guys, I didn't watch the preseason
Oh,
simply for the fact it's like a hand job.
no.
Like, it would do, but it's not what I really fucking want.
That's not what you came for.
Not what I didn't drive 3 hours for a fucking hand job. It's not what I really want.
do you want me to tell you something here, George? I mean, Brock, George, you can listen.
Give me
You've never had a good hand job, clearly.
I was going to say, I was going to let him finish.
You with me?
I was going to let him finish, and then I was going to say, hey, a good wristy is really underrated.
I'm telling you,
Not worth a 3 hour
as
drive.
I've grown older, I've become quite
Good wristy
a fan.
is
Sorry, Dad.
really underrated.
Sorry, Dad.
And Mum.
Shout out.
Actually, Dad would be like, yeah, fucking
No, shout out to your old man.
Every father sitting at home right now, like, don't knock on
Shout
Brock.
out to your old man.
You got to find the right woman.
You gotta find the right
It's
one.
all about the effort. But I get your analogy. It's a great analogy. You're not driving 3 hours after you've matched with a chick on Tinder for a hand job.
No.
And that's what preseason's like. I'm watching it thinking this is football, but it's not week 1.
Only
Not
just.
football.
Yeah. So I did a bit of a breakdown of the quarterbacks. We'll go one by one, and then maybe at the end we can just say who we thought had the best week. Caleb Williams, start with him. I think he looked really poised. That little screen throw he made under pressure was it was zesty, but it was clean. Yeah. Oh, sorry, we're not calling him Caleb anymore. We're calling him Zesty Williams.
Zesty
And I'm not even saying it like as an asshole. I'm starting to like the zest on him. You know what? He is who he is.
Our chat's got real zesty,
Nah,
JA. Like, I think I might be a Zesty Williams fan.
Zesty Williams.
I'm anti-zest.
I know you are, George.
You don't
Relax.
like your citrus, we know.
I just like to hate on things, man.
That's fair.
Just let me be, bro.
Yeah, so I think Caleb Williams, we talked to him enough. He looked really poised. He looked good. I think, with the offense he has, the players he has around him, he didn't play much.
They've got a chance to be good this year.
He's going to be good. Yeah.
Like, what do you think their ceiling is? Just as a quick side note.
13 wins.
Nah, they can't win many games.
Ceiling. We're talking ceiling.
Ceiling. The
Ceiling. 13 wins.
I think 9 or 10 wins is
13. That'd be what? 13-6.
Let me get on there.
Yeah.
Let me go on their sports bet over under.
That's their ceiling. 12 wins, say.
I reckon 10.
Yeah, I don't know. 10's only 2 wins over 500.
Yeah, I know, but that's still good.
I think
With a rookie quarterback. It's
depends
good.
on the other divisions. Like I'm a little skeptical on the Lions.
I'd love to know what their over-under is, please, Brock.
Sports bet don't have it up apparently, but
Oh no, it's probably not out yet. They normally wait till after the preseason to drop that.
nah, it's generally pretty early.
Oh really?
'Cause I think-
don't know why I'm saying like I fucking know. I've bet in 10 years.
Someone
The
was like
betting master over
4.5.
here didn't even know what a parlay was until fucking 18 months
I
ago.
don't have a fucking sports bet account.
No, me neither.
Next guy I
I'll get back
watched
to you.
was JJ McCarthy for the Vikings. He threw a bad interception
Yeah,
early.
that was not great.
It was terrible, but after that looked really good. He played a lot. He had 188 yards, 2 touchdowns, made some really clean throws.
Yeah.
Again, take this all with a grain of salt because by the second drive over, you're playing against backups.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing he looked good because you should look good with the competition you're playing against if you're going to be a really good player.
But against the
But he-
starters, he threw a bad interception.
Yeah, but he ticked some boxes. He made some throws. He looks like he's got the arm talent.
Yeah.
In terms of the eye test,
They've picked him. They're going to roll with him.
in
Like,
terms of the eye test, he didn't look awful.
yeah.
Bears regular season wins is 8.5.
Yeah, okay. There you go. So their ceiling is 10.
$1.57 over.
What's their floor?
4.
3. Yeah, fucking awful.
4 wins, yeah.
They could be dreadful.
I think they win 6-7 games.
Yeah, okay.
That's a good line. I'll
that-
take the under still.
That's pretty fair. That's pretty fair.
Jane Daniels, the next one, he only played 11 snaps. He hit a really good deep pass down the sideline. It was a better catch
Yeah,
than
I
a
saw
throw.
that one. Yeah.
He missed a screen on one throw, and then he threw a screen that went for about 3 yards, but it just wasn't in the right spot. If he'd put it to the right spot for the receiver on, it was a bubble screen. If he'd hit him in a really good spot, he could have run on and got more yards.
Sure.
He just was a bit behind him, slowed the receiver down, which is
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
I
I know what
think
you're
people need to understand at the NFL level that can be the difference between scoring a touchdown and not with how athletic these dudes are. Of
course.
And a play getting blown
Because
and a receiver
you
getting
make one
killed.
guy missed and then you're off. Yeah.
100%. So the eye test for me with him, he also ran in a touchdown on the read option, which was whatever. It was a read option on the goal line. They didn't play him. He ran in. It was fine. It was good read. He read that he was clear to take it. He just didn't look... I don't know. I can't put my finger on it yet because I didn't watch enough of him. Something's not adding up for me with Jaden Daniels.
Right.
The eye test just isn't there yet, but he played 11 snaps. And they didn't really.
How
let
much?
him do
How much? Are you going to read into that?
Exactly. No, not much. I'm just saying. It's just my first note of him was like,
Yeah.
doesn't really look that comfortable.
11 snaps in is 2 decent series.
Whereas Williams looked comfortable. He looked
Yeah.
comfortable. McCarthy looked comfortable.
Yep.
Like Jaden Daniels didn't. He looked that comfortable. Drake May only played 1 series, 3 attempts. Looked fine. He looked like Mac Jones 2.0.
Yep.
Honestly,
Yep.
maybe with a bigger arm, but again, didn't see enough of it. What I want to talk about with the Patriots is Joe Milton III.
Oh yeah.
Out of Tennessee, Chattanooga. He came chugging in, bro.
He has a fucking cannon
Yeah.
on him too.
Yeah.
So, caveat on top of this. Again, I went into my A-hole today, my autistic hole, and
sure
I
you
did
cleared
some
that up.
research on him. This is apparently Milton's shtick. Looks amazing at training, looks amazing against lesser teams, but as soon as he has to play someone good or there's any pressure on him, he absolutely folds.
Yeah.
He's got all the physical, tangible traits, but the intangibles aren't there.
So between the years. Yeah. Okay.
That's the concern. And that's why he fell in the draft. No one ever doubted his athletic ability or his arm strength or anything like that. He's just, it's the big moments for him
when the
that's always
pressure's
let
on
him
and he's
down.
got to make the reads. Like it's
Big
hard.
teams in college, he'd be dreadful against. The shit teams, he destroyed.
Beat Alabama.
He did beat Bama. So I'm not saying this is always, but this is his tip. From what I've researched on him today, this was his draft thing that, it was basically don't be fooled by Joe Milton.
Sure.
But fuck that, I'm fooled. Joe Milton should be starting in Patriots. That guy
Yeah.
looked like I don't care.
Another black quarterback in New England.
To be their third one in 75
Fourth.
years. Fourth in 75 years.
I
Well,
respect it.
Bill's gone, so the racism should be ended there.
That's Boston.
He was racist.
No, I don't think so. Bill ain't racist.
It's
He's got
Boston.
heaps of black friends.
Yeah, he just wants to win. bro.
Jared Mayo. No, I think
Randy Moss.
I think Milton looked really good. Let's see how it plays out, but I think he might. Put it this way, I saw Colin Cowherd talking about this.
Oh, yeah.
If they'd said when they drafted Russell Wilson in the 5th round that he would have ended up starting after that preseason, everyone was like, "You're fucking crazy." It happened. It happens.
Yeah.
This shit happens.
Yeah.
So, don't
It's the
be
NFL.
shocked if
Anything can happen.
If Milton just keeps doing this, apparently he's dominated training as well. If he just keeps doing this, he might twist the arm enough for them to be like, well, fuck, let's just try this kid out.
Yeah.
Drake May's not ready. Not that we're done with him and we don't want him to play for us, but let's just...
What does that do for May's confidence, though?
Don't know. That's only they'll know that. But I don't know. It's not crazy. All I'm saying is it's not crazy and it's not unprecedented that Joe Milton could start.
You're not gonna sit your first round pick to start a guy from the 5th round or whatever.
I think it was like a 6th round.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not gonna do that.
Ask Tom Brady that, mate.
Yeah, but that's only because Bledsoe got injured. Like
That's true, yeah. And it was the same with Prescott with Romo got injured.
He got shot.
Russell Wilson's really the only like precedent for this where a
Yeah.
late round pick just beat out everyone.
and Russell Wilson turned
And
out to be like
everyone thought it was fucking crazy.
and he turned out to be like a generational type player. Like he completely changed up the way quarterback was played at that time.
How do we know Milton's not that?
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, like, as a franchise, do you do that? You basically shatter the confidence of your first round pick.
I think if you're a franchise that has the fucking balls, that if Milton looks so much better than Drake May, you need to have the balls to go, sorry, Drake, he looks so much better than you. You want to be a competitive dude that fights and earns your spot?
Yeah.
Here's your first challenge.
Yeah.
I think what you're saying, George, is like, yeah, you can shadow your confidence if you don't start your number one fucking pick. But you could also fucking shadow his confidence if you put him out there
When he's not ready.
unprepared.
Yeah, that's fair.
And he gets fucking blown up.
That's
a
really
couple
fair, bro.
times.
Maybe
That's
a
really
quarterback that can move and make plays and get out of the pocket and take hits and is better at this point when they're so untalented.
That's all they need. They need to extend fucking plays because that O-line won't hold anyone up. They've got no receivers to throw to.
Yeah.
I just think it's crazy. It's only very early ruptures of this. Like it's murmuring now, but if he just keeps going in training camp and plays another 2 really good preseason games, how do we know?
Yeah, it's not the worst idea.
You got Michael Penix here, looked really solid. I agree. I thought he looked okay.
I got to say one thing about Michael Penix. I still think he was a terrible pick where they got him, but I understand that if they didn't get him there, they wouldn't have got him. So I get it. I get the theory. I don't agree with it, but I get it. He has the smoothest arm I have almost ever. I
Lefty.
can't remember someone who is so clean.
Lefties look smooth, bro.
Every ball just zipped out of his hand. Not a really quick release, but quick enough. But flat, hard,
fizzing out,
zip.
bro. Yep.
Like, man, he didn't play much, but if I'm Kirk Cousins, I'm sitting there like, shit.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins might not be ready by the start of the season coming off of the
Well,
Achilles.
this was my notes, that if him sitting behind Kirk Cousins for a year, the Falcons could
year
have...
or two?
Yeah,
A year
the
or two?
Falcons could have the chance here to throw it in every motherfucker's face when this guy ends up being... I said, remember when Patrick Mahomes got drafted at 10th overall? And they were like, you've got Alex Smith, why are you doing this? It was a very similar narrative.
Yeah.
No one's
Well, it
talking
was the
that
same with
now.
Jordan Love and Rodgers. Like, they were like, what are you doing? You got
I'm
Rodgers.
just saying, I still think it was the wrong move for a team building if they want to win now, but it might really pay dividends because, again, preseason, first time we've seen him. But from what I saw, his eye test, I was like, wow.
And we've spoken about that. Like, does he look like he belongs? Like, he looks like he can
He
play
looked
in the
big,
NFL.
strong, zip, knew what
Made
he
the
was
reads,
doing.
made the throws. Yeah, 100%. I
I
agree.
said he impressed me. I was not expecting to be impressed. by
Still
him.
terrible value at that pick. I agree.
Yes,
But
yes.
if he turns out to be their starter for the next 10 years, it's like, well, fuck you kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, speaking of terrible value at their pick,
Bo
the
Nix.
next one's Bo Nix. I've got the perfect description for Bo Nix. I don't care. Come at me. Nix looked like a slightly better version of Taysom Hill. I'm not saying he looked bad. He looked better than what I thought. He looked comfortable. He looked like he'd played a lot of football. He's 24 years old. He's an older rookie. He looked like he could make some plays, but he still looked to me like he's never going to be a great quarterback.
He led that game-winning drive as well. That was good.
But he's erratic. He's out of control, but he's comfortable. Does that make sense? Like you can tell he's very comfortable being around full-grown men. Like, oh shit, make your miss, do this, run around here.
Yeah.
He's good athlete, big dude.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be good, but he was better than what I thought. He wasn't a fucking train wreck in his first appearance in the NFL.
He'll be starting for Denver.
They reckon Stidham's the starter right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jarrett Stidham's the starter. Zach Wilson second. But again,
fucking dumb?
my argument is if you've drafted a 24-year-old quarterback at 12, you don't have time to fuck around.
How long are you going to sit him for?
You
Yeah,
start him
exactly.
now. If he's not experienced enough and confident enough and mature enough now, he's never going to be.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Throw him in there and fucking let him go. You don't have a terrible team. You've got decent running backs. Williams is a good running back. Sutton's a good receiver. Throw him in there. See what you got.
Surely you just give him till the bye and see what happens.
Because he's ceiling, and this is wild, and it's a very unrealistic ceiling, but his ceiling's Josh Allen.
Right,
He's big
yeah, 'cause
and
he's a
strong
big,
with a big
strong
arm and an
speed,
athlete.
and he can run.
I don't think he'll be that, but that's the stereotype.
He's got the physical
prototype.
archetype to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I don't disagree with that. Yeah,
but
sure.
I don't think he's that talented. But why not find out straight away?
Yeah. And like you put him in there and he might be. Or you put him in there and he folds, and then at least you know what you got.
He looked like a dude that the more he plays, the better off he's going to be.
Sure.
That's what instantly I was like, if this dude plays a lot, he could be okay.
Yeah.
If you just sit him on a bench and let Jarrett Stidham lose you the first 5 games, then throw him to the Wolves when no one gives a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
Don't do what you did last year. Don't leave your run late. Because remember, they went on a 7-game winning streak last year and only just missed out on the playoffs. Because they left it too late.
Wilson came back, he was healthy, and then he started actually making throws.
Could Bo Nix be better than Wilson was last year? Yeah, I think so.
I think the first half of the year, for sure, he could definitely be better than that.
Yeah. So, look, my thoughts on all of the guys I watched, the one that I think had stood out to me and I thought had the best week, it's hard to evaluate them all because JJ McCarthy had the best stats and the best game, you'd say. I would say that Michael Penix Jr. stood out.
Yeah, for sure. He looked really good.
He was very. I was blown away. I was impressed.
Yeah, I was impressed too. He looked really good.
In a very short, small sample size.
It's all sort of relative, like you said. It's preseason. You're playing against second and third tier guys. Like you got to take it all with a grain of
I
salt.
hope they play more next week. They'll get more starters. I think next week will be like I don't know if it'll be week 2 or week 3 because it used to be week 3.
I don't even think more stars will play.
Yeah, it used to be week 3. Like all the starters played a quarter or a half.
A lot of teams aren't going to play their starters.
This is where I believe play one preseason game.
I
and
think you
extend
should.
the season by 2 weeks.
Well, that's what they want to do.
That's what they want to do.
Yeah, make it two preseason games and
then add another bye. Yeah.
Yeah, and have 2 byes. Yeah.
I'm not against that.
And also have even games.
I think overall, though, just as an overall sort of,
It also puts the Super Bowl the week after for America, so it's on President's Day as well.
Start earlier.
So they'll have the Monday off.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's the argument they want as well. So it'll be the
Rocky.
second week of Feb instead of the
dropping
first week
mics,
of Feb.
dropping bombs. Shout out.
We here. We
The
actually
only thing he hasn't dropped is a turd in the toilet tonight.
Cap.
It's soon.
Oh, Cap.
Hit you with that upper decky.
As an overall statement, though, like overall, all the rookie QBs look good.
They did, yeah.
They all look like okay. None of them look terrible.
You know who I like? Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, the rat dog.
The Rattler.
We don't know whether he's white or black, but he's something.
He's caramel.
Yeah, he's caramel.
He's got a little bit of milk in that coffee, that's for sure.
Nah, I like Spencer Rattler. I'm on him.
Where is he playing? Saints.
And
also, did you guys see Stetson Bennett? He threw 4 interceptions, which the Cowboys couldn't capitalize on any of them.
then
Keep
threw
in
a
mind-
game-winning fucking touchdown.
And then threw a game-winning touchdown with 0 seconds left.
Did you see how he threw that game-winning touchdown?
Yeah.
It's like he had 18 beers before the game.
fourth
The
down.
way he fucking threw it. He saw 8 receivers and threw it to one of them.
It was
The guy in the
wild.
middle.
He got poked in the eye. I just shot in the middle ring.
When it left his hand, I was like, "Well, that's gonna be incomplete." Wow, that's a game winner. And even McVay's on the sideline, like,
What the fuck? Yeah, okay.
and it could have easily been a pick. He is
Stetson Bennett.
Hey Stetson, you're not in college anymore. You can't just zip it to your
Yeah,
Georgia
yeah.
receiver. That's going to be better. Brock Bowers ain't out there monstering guys anymore, mate.
I know you're not I know you're 28 years old, but you're still like in the NFL champ.
Yeah.
It's just second year.
Chill out. Stop
It's the
drinking,
second
bro.
year.
Get yourself clean.
2 champs on one podcast.
Is he
That's
on
a
the
record.
wagon or off the wagon?
He's off. He's on the wagon now.
Is it? What?
He's sober now.
Sober's
So
on the wagon.
on the wagon's not drinking.
Allegedly.
It's
What's
on the
alleged?
wagon, not drinking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, he's on the wagon.
If anyone knows, that's
I just
another
want to
week.
give a shout out to our drink. Me and Brock are doing this thing where we're picking a different drink every week. Want to give a shout out. This is my selection tonight. The Brookvale Union Vodka Red Pub Soda.
Shout out.
Even Georgie,
Oh, even
boy
I had
Georgie had one before the show.
hasn't drunk since 2020. He was like, "Give me one. I'll try one."
They were fucking
Magnificent.
delicious.
Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to check out the video shit because we're trying to
Yeah,
upload
get on the
video
YouTube.
game.
We'll be there. Get on the TikTok. What is it? The Vault Studio NFL AU.
The
Search
TikTok,
that
yeah.
up. It will come up.
The Vaults. If you just look at the Vault Studio, it'll come up. We've got a new TikTok that's not my personal TikTok, which is good.
Talking about your personal TikTok.
Oh, shit.
Great fucking photo you made it too. Do you know what you made it?
They made a Bill Belichick with his shirt off.
That's us.
Peace out,
Peace out.
guys.